Hey guys, this is Mike down here in Louisiana, and I want to come on and just tell a little bit about my story. Not a lot of people may not know about my story. Some may know me through on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or wherever, LinkedIn. But here's my story. I used to weigh 387 pounds. I spent 40 years a failed dieter. Um, I almost got up to 400 pounds. The highest I ever got recorded is 387, but I think I even weighed more than that at one time. I actually think one time I hit 400 because it hit 387, but kind of stopped. So I didn't know if it was a that's as high as it went or whatever, but it was recorded at 387. So I tried to lose weight. I had, a lot of health problems. In 2006, I lost my eyesight here, and I had cornea disease, and one of my corneas didn't take because I had some nerve damage and scarring and stuff like that. So I was able to I had to go, you know, kind of took me back. Couldn't drive anymore because this eye was affected too. I could see out of this eye to a point, but it's no tunnel vision and no peripheral, so I'm legally blind. So after that, I got really depressed, and I had my first heart attack in 2008. Actually had it on my nephew's birthday, 2008, and then I was able to lose a little bit, went to, rehab, whatever, the cardiac rehab. And then I tried in 2016, April 1st, I had a heart attack. And it was eye opening. I was 347 pounds at that time. I think that's what they had it recorded. I died, I was in the hospital, needed massive triple bypass surgery. Um, it was bad. It was bad. And I actually died on the table for 3 minutes. And I was really having a hard time in surgery. I almost didn't make it on several different cases. I didn't make it one time, but I came back. And because of that, I have a little bit slower thinking, but it could have been worse. So I'm grateful that I was able to come back. And maybe I'll tell my story again about my 3 minutes. It was pretty cool. So guys, so after that, I you know, got healthy. I started, trying to lose some weight. I maybe lost 25, 30 pounds just being in the hospital for 2.5 months, getting rehab and all that stuff. 2017, just after getting over my heart attack and stuff, sister found out she had 4th-stage breast cancer. And so we went through that for a couple months. I'm not a couple months, shit, a couple years. And she was, we lost her. And it really devastated me. I started putting my weight back on. And it just, it's hard for me to talk about. But, it was just a thing that I had to do. I made a promise to her. I weighed at 387 pounds when she died. And I said, it's okay. You fought a good fight. You can let go now. And I did. And she let go. And a year later, after getting over everything, just being totally devastated, and I decided to get off my ass one day and start walking. First time I walked was 1/10 of a mile. Well, take it down from 2020 when COVID just hit. 387, didn't care. One day I woke up, my dog had passed away in April 21st, 2020. I got off my ass and I started walking. 1/10 of a mile, my first day, 1/10 of a mile. And then next day did 2/10 of a mile, I did a quarter of a mile. And then I said, next day I'll do half a mile. And then I built from there. And I started doing 1 or 2 miles a day. I think the first, year I lost 40 pounds just I didn't change my diet, nothing, just going through it. It's the motion. Then my doctor said, he said, you're exercise a lot. He goes, I want to test your testosterone. Well, he took the testosterone and he goes, you got the lowest case of testosterone I've ever seen a case, and that's still living. So, matter of fact, I have to go every 2 weeks. Matter of fact, I have to go tomorrow and get a testosterone shot. I have to go get one every 2 weeks for the rest of my life. But you know what? If that would help me, stay healthy and keep my weight off, absolutely, I'll do that every 2 weeks for the rest of my life. And then, after that, to 2023, I got diagnosed with diabetic, needed insulin. And then later that year, the next year, I'm getting my dates mixed up because I went through a lot of stuff this time. But in September of 2023, I weighed about 280 because of testosterone helped me. So I was stuck at 280 for like a year and a half, and I was just frustrated. So I was put on Ozempic, and I did well for that. I lost 50 pounds, and then it turned on me, and I'll tell my story one day. But I ended up going to the hospital, doctor several times, had to get treatments for dehydration, stuff like that. It was ugly. Well, I went to 2025. I had to get off in 2024, and so I weighed about 220, and then gained some weight back to 240. I was introduced to another program, and then I lost about 20 pounds with that program, and then I gained a little bit back, but it was too expensive, and then I was introduced to an amazing new program, and they introduced about omega balancing. Had no clue. If you would have asked me about imbalance omega 6s and omega 3s 2 months ago, I would have been, what? Huh? Kind of like what my friend told me about. And I've been blessed with this program, and it really has been something that I think can really help a lot of people. And it's unique because they take the testing and they see how imbalanced you are from your too many omega 6s, not enough omega 3s. So you take a test, and you don't have to take a test if you don't want to, but we encourage everybody to, so you can see where you started and where you go from in 120 days. So they have some other great program products with the company. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I just want you to look at the information. And so it is a great program that I got put on these drops that were similar to like one I took in another program, but a lot less expensive, but very effective. So, you're going to save a lot of money, but the balance plus oil is what's going to lower your omega 6s into your omega 3s, which is going to help bring a healthy balance, which is going to help stop your inflammation, your irritation, and that's what flares up your diseases. Eye vision, even. I can see TV better now than I used to, since being on the product for 7 weeks. I'm starting to, mix the balance, with our summer weight loss program. It's really just amazing. I just started a weight loss program a week ago on, the same company, and the drops that I take with it, I've lost 10 pounds my first week, and I only got 15, 20 more pounds to lose overall. So I'm very impressed with that. I was having biggest loser double-digit numbers, So I was very impressed with that. But I want you guys to get to know me, man. Reach out to me. If you're struggling trying to lose weight, I get it, and we could make it a lot smoother for you. You don't have to do exercise. You don't have to waste your money on stuff that doesn't work. Why do you think diet products are so popular? They never go away. They're always good, especially around the holiday season. After Christmas, stop doing that. You're wasting your money. So if you want to learn more about me, just click on the links in the comment. Get to know me better. I'm just your normal everyday guy, and I just want to help other people and help other people that may have to lose 185, 200 pounds, or maybe just want to lose 20 pounds and want to feel better. You just want to maybe deal with depression. Maybe you got funk that you can't get rid of. Please reach out to me and let me show you some great options to look at, all right? You guys have a wonderful day, and reach out to me, all right? Take care.